Greetings, citizens of the world. It's safe to say there are many differences between President Trump and the last administration. Perhaps the biggest is Trump's intentions on saving Americans huge sums of money. But that's no easy thing to do. The federal government is a massive mechanism, one that spends copious amounts of taxpayer cash. So cutting the budget and reducing taxes takes hard work and dedication. Sometimes, though, it's pretty easy. You just need to locate the very terrible policies put out by Obama. Some of them were incredibly disastrous for American workers and the economy to boot. Thanks to the courts and a Trump executive order, it looks like one of Obama's worst moves is about to be axed for good. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency will propose repealing the Clean Power Plan, the Obama administration's centerpiece regulation to fight climate change, and plans to solicit input on a rule to replace it, according to an EPA document seen by Reuters. The decision marks the agency's first formal step to sweep away the rule intended to cut carbon emissions from power plants, after President Donald Trump signed an executive order in March launching the EPA's review. The Clean Power Plan, or CPP, was challenged in court by 27 states after Obama's administration launched it in 2015. It is currently suspended by the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, which set a deadline of Friday for a status report from the EPA on how it plans to proceed. The agency now intends to issue what it calls an advance notice of proposed rulemaking to solicit input as it considers developing a rule similarly intended to reduce CO2 emissions from existing fossil fuel electric utility generating units. It seems like everyone hated the CPP, but Obama and his cronies at the EPA. But there's a new sheriff in town and his leadership at the EPA are taking a realistic approach at confronting environmental issues and helping American citizens. What good is it passing carbon emission standards, when entire industries are being destroyed? The coal industry provides needed power to communities throughout the country, not to mention employs significant numbers of Americans. Environmental regulation costs industries insane amounts of money. Rules, guidelines, and red tape make it costly for businesses to do almost everything and anything, inventing new expenses. That leads to layoffs, fewer job opportunities, and even inferior products. All in the name of some nebulous green goal that might never be achieved.